Hey preppers, welcome to the channel. I've mentioned a few times that we're in trouble. We're in big trouble when it comes to food. And I think a lot of people on the channel agree with me, but bear with me because I want you to understand that right now we may have, practically speaking, full shelves in your store. We're not out of toilet paper. Everything's hunky-dory. I mean, granted, prices are way up there, and not to mention are still going up, but we are not out of the woods. In fact, we're going to see far more cataclysmic things coming, and we need to be prepared for this. So stay through this video, and I'm going to show you some things that's going to show you that we have some very deep, dark trouble times ahead. Go ahead and look at this first article I want to show you. Real quick from the USDA, highlights from the August 2023 farm income forecast. Net farm income, which is actually from the profits, is forecasted at $141 billion. That's a decrease of $41 billion compared to last year. So right off the bat, we're looking at farmers not making as much money. I mean, think about this though. With food prices going up, you would think in your mind, oh, they should be making more money because possibly they're gouging prices. That's not it at all. We're seeing all kinds of cataclysmic problems in the United States. We're talking about drought. We're talking about obviously other weather problems too. Lack of fertilizer, diesel prices going up, labor shortages, something to deal with all the time. And right now, as we see the farmers struggling, you have to understand, please think about this. This is very simple to understand, but people don't think about this. There's a huge lagging effect because right now, it's practically harvest time coming up soon, and a farmer, let's say he's a corn farmer, takes the corn in. That corn's not going to make it to the shelves of the grocery store for probably a few months, but at least not a year. There's a huge lagging effect. So what happens right now, we're not going to see those effects for those in the grocery store for at least a few months, sometimes a year. And some of the things we're seeing as far as the prices and the shortages go, that's what I want to show you next. From an agricultural policy review from Iowa State University, they're looking at projections into 2023. And this first one is livestock projections. Look at this. Instead of actually looking at one specific one, we're seeing the projections overall when it comes to the different meats going down, going from 2022 to 2023. For corn supply, also going down. Look at this. Total supply going down over 1,000. Feed and residual down 400. Total use down 800. And you may be like me. I mean, honestly, I love corn. I love corn on the cob. But honestly, being on keto, I won't touch it. Secondly, every time I even think about eating it, even if I was going off keto, corn scares me. The GMO stuff that's in there. Corn used to be one of those amazing American favorites, corn on the cob. But now, I don't want to even touch the stuff. And you may be the same way, but that doesn't matter, does it? Because when we talk about corn, a lot of the corn being produced is for biofuel, is used for feed for the livestock. So if we're seeing corn dropping so much and livestock's already dropping a little bit, what's going to happen in that lagging effect? It's going to bottom out even more. So we're going to be seeing a big price in meat a few months to a year from now, in addition to what we're already seeing. And same thing with soybeans. You may not be eating soybeans. I don't, but it's really good for animal feed. That's what they use anyway. It's going down as well. Not by much, but it is definitely going down. So as we're going into the harvest, we're already seeing some major changes when it comes to our food supply. And because of this, not only shortages, but it's driving the prices up. Let's go ahead and look at just a few prices. Beans, dried beans, any type, we're looking at over the last few years going up and up and up. It's gone up some, but not tons. Ground beef, same thing. We're looking at $3.60 for the index for dollars, going up to $5.20. I've definitely seen that in the grocery store. Chicken going from $1.40 all the way up to now, we're looking at up to $2. Again, we talked about corn going from $1.60 up to $3.20. It has practically doubled. And rice used to be one of the most inexpensive things, from $70 up to over $1. And then overall, this is simply just the consumer price index for all food in U.S. cities on average, from $2.50 for the index all the way up to, we're looking at $3.20 to $3.50. And again, we're seeing prices going up. So the reason we don't have shortages is because they're trying to put out more food to be able to accommodate for all this. So we don't see a lot of shortages, but the prices are going up and up and up. And that is a precursor, ready for this, to start seeing more shortages. It's a lagging effect. So right now as preppers, this is a beautiful time. It's perfect for us. I mean, prices are high, but they're never going to go down. I mean, if they do, we're only talking about a few cents. I project them, and so did the government, by the way, of prices continuing to rise even more and more and more. But now is the time. Now is the time to go to the grocery store while there is food. And I always say, stock up on rice and beans and canned food. Rice and beans and canned food. Rice and beans and canned food. And the last time I was at Sam's, last time I was at Costco, last time I was at Walmart, or even our local grocery store, everything was practically speaking fully stocked. I mean, normally they have like 5 cans, they may only have 2. But Walmart still had, for example, flats of cans. And when we stock up, that's what we do. We buy flats and flats and flats. And right now is the time to do it, because understand that as we head into 2024, elections, more cataclysmic problems, more war increasing, economy crashing, you're not going to have this opportunity next year. By this time next year, we're going to start seeing major shortages, not to mention prices even higher. So right now, you can get a can of corn, I think, at Walmart for 50 cents. Next year, if you can get the can of corn, it's probably going to be over $1. That's the direction we're heading, and all the economy forecasts are predicting major recession, depression coming. Be ready now, and that's what we do. It's all about being prepared. We prepare now when things are looking pretty decent. They're not decent, but they're better what it'll be next year, because when it does happen next year, we don't want to have to be one of those hoarders who grabs everything, because the grocery stores are going to be emptying very quickly. Thanks for watching.